welcome to the Wise Take DFS podcast. Take like 4. Oh my gosh, this has just been a train wreck of a night with technical difficulties. Those of you, yes, okay. So I'm gonna put this out there. We're doing the show live because we're already off to a late start because we had technical difficulties with Cash's camera. So we got the, Cash is frustrated. I think at this point, me and TC are feeling the frustration, and it's like, we're just ready to do this. So we're going to do this live for the nation because we want to make sure the guys that listen to us the night before still get a chance to listen to us the night before. So I was just telling the guys here, we are faced with adversity tonight, and we are going to overcome it for the Wise Take Nation. Cash thinks that maybe I sent him an owl, flamed owl, and he made it his desktop icon. So he said, I'm not going to say what he said. Computer. He said I ruined his computer. It's just an image. He saved it as his wallpaper. He's convinced that that's what ruined it. I don't think that's what happened, but I have no other explanation. So for now, I'm going to have to.
The second it went on there, the computer started messing up.
Needless to say, we are going to talk about some basketball because it's a great slate tomorrow. As bad as the slate was today, it's just marvelous tomorrow. So let me start off with some introductions. First up, my man CashinDFS. You can find him on Twitter at CashinDFS, and he loves when the Wise Take Nation hits him up on Twitter with some tweets. Cash, what's going on, man?
Oh, come on, man. Oh, man. Toshiba sucks, and PJ Tucker sucks, and Marcus Smart sucks. And the magician was there for a quarter and a half.
He was
gone. He wasn't on the court, and then he reappeared, and he balled out.
He did.
Magician.
He did ball out. Just a full disclosure, Cash isn't necessarily the most social person, so I just want to disclose that in case you get a bad reaction if you actually do hit him up on Twitter.
Cash is busy.
Cash
got a damn job. Cash got 4 kids. Cash do DFS all day, every day. Cash is a busy dude.
Cash is out trying to get that money. That's what Cash is doing. Cash is chasing
I got
cash.
4 kids.
Yes.
One of them just got a driver's permit today.
Oh.
And the other one I just made a bottle for when the little thing just messed up.
Oh.
I got a little 1-year-old in here I just made a bottle for. Got a little 15-year-old. He ain't little because he's way bigger than me. Yeah.
And you know what? I want the nation to understand, though. I want the nation to understand. Wait.
How old are you to have a kid that's 15? Like, you look like you're a couple years older than me.
And I started a little early, man. I didn't have the perfect life. Let me tell you.
No doubt. But you know what? In spite of all of it, making the bottles, doing everything you got to do after working, what's he doing? He's fighting through computer issues. His camera's not working. My man's rebooting stuff, all control deleting stuff, going to get his iPad. He does it all for the nation. At 1:53 in the morning. And you know what else? It's cold in Florida. That's what he said. He said it's cold. He told us it's a cold day today in Florida. I said, how cold is it, man? Because I'm in Jersey and TC's in Illinois. How cold is it? Oh, it's 59 degrees. Oh, yeah. Sympathy. Feels so bad.
It's not that it's cold. I just like rubbing it in. For y'all. Because I've been way worse. But yeah, I like to tell y'all how cold it is at 59 degrees. How I can go out there in my wife beater and just be gravy when 59 degrees. Y'all gotta put on layers to go outside.
Yes.
I just walk out there. It's all good.
Yeah, I try to gain weight in the winter. I try to keep me warmer.
Not me, man. Until it hits like negative temperature, it's warm. It ain't cold till it's like below 0, bro.
Oh man, no, too cold for me. Anyway, with that said, we're also joined here, as you've heard already, from our boy TC, man, another one of our Wise Take regulars coming on these podcasts, grinding it out with us pretty much every night. Find him on Twitter at Terry_Collins12. Don't confuse him for the ex-New York Met manager. TC, what's going on, brother?
Just living the dream. Just sitting in the face of this adversity with you three and overcoming it. It's just making us better people. I'm just proud to say we got through it.
Yes,
we made it yet.
Yeah, that's true. We haven't made it yet. I think the tablet's on like 3% battery. He's got it plugged in, but it has to stay in the exact right spot. So like, this is like our 4th take of the show. Oh, we just tried to go live. It didn't work. The thing stream just cut. First, they couldn't hear you, then the stream cut. So, like, we're going to get through this, though, one way or another. And,
hey, guys, everyone listening needs to subscribe to Wise Take because we need to get big enough that we can pay each other so we can upgrade our equipment and give you guys better shit.
We need to get a microphone, a camera.
Hey, you could donate me a Mac. I want to donate me a Mac.
There you go. Donate the Mac to Cash.
Because I'm too cheap. Like, I ain't paying for that. I could have the money. I still ain't paying for it.
Oh, man. We have some fun. And we have some fun at Wise Take. Remember, guys, the Wise Take is like we do these podcasts, but it's the whole DFS community. With that said, I'm going to go ahead and take this opportunity for a cheap plug. Sign up at wisetake.com pick a monthly plan. The NBA monthly plan, if you only want NBA, is only $20 a month. You get first 7 days free to try it out. If you're unhappy, you cancel within the 7 days, which is unlikely. You'll never be charged. But come check it out. There's no excuse not to. With that said, gentlemen, I think now we've vented. We've gotten out some of our frustration. I'm sure there's a lot more to vent about. And I think as we talk about this slate, I think, we might find ways to do that. But we could make it about basketball if we really try. So let's start off with some point guards. Actually, before we even get into the point guards, let's just talk about the slate overall, right? It's a big slate. It's going to make up for this 3-game slate, this pathetic one. We got LeBron going to Charlotte against Kemba. We got Utah visiting the Knicks, and it looks like the Porzingis finally is at a reasonable price. He's getting that Utah discount. We got a lot of different ways to go. That's just some. We got injury news. I think Conley is questionable with his sore Achilles. There's a lot of things we're impending. So TC, overall, what are your thoughts of the slate as a precursor?
Yeah, no, I think this is a great slate. It's going to be one that you're going to have to pick how you want to do, especially if you don't make multiple lineups. You're going to have to pick the key building blocks to build your lineup around. You're going to have to pick if you want to go Giannis. You're going to have to pick if you want to go AD, Boogie. You're going to have to pick those 2, maybe 3 studs and then find the value and build around them. Or you're going to have to, literally just go straight even, 7,000 around, 6,000 around for everybody. So it's a very good slate, a lot of different routes you can go, but it's all going to be about if you're only making 1 to 3 lineups, it's going to be who you want to build around.
Fair enough. Cass, let me ask you a question. When you look at a slate like this, do you typically try to go more stars and scrubsy, or do you typically try to look for the guys that are underpriced? What is usually your approach to a slate like this that has studs? It's got pretty much everything. We probably have value already, and more might open up tomorrow. What's your overall approach to a situation like this?
It just depends. It depends on what opens up. But yeah, I'm trying to fit in as many dudes as I can that is gonna go off. But oh my God, if Toronto is gonna play Valanciunas 16 minutes and not oh yeah, okay, yeah, just depends on what opens up.
I like it. All right, so that was cool. Let's now go. Now that we've warmed up to basketball a little bit, let's go position by position. TC, you're going to start us off, man. Talk to me about some point guards, mid to upper tier point guards.
All right. Starting it off at the very top, I like Dame, but I don't like the price. Going against Orlando, playing at home, I believe. 9,500. He's definitely a guy that has 60, 65 point upside, but you're kind of banking on a 50 there from him, and it's not out of the question, but I'd rather go down to Kemba at 78 versus Cleveland. Cleveland's defense is just atrocious. I'm in no way scared of Cleveland's defense, and they'll be playing at home. 7,800 for him, so you're talking you're already overvalue if he gets you into the 40s, which I think this could be a 50 spot from him. So for 78, I love Kemba, and then kind of going further down, Elf at 6,800 against Portland. He'll be going against Dame. Not worried about that defense whatsoever for that price. CK's mentioned it multiple times. He's a point guard that has legit triple-double upside. And I think for where he's at right now, I haven't heard anything for limited minutes. I wish there was a secure way of knowing that he will get a full run, but even if he just gets 25 to 28 minutes, I'm still fine with paying 68 for him, even going on the road to Portland.
Okay, fair enough. Cash, what's your perspective here?
My perspective is I hope LeBron, I hope LeBron motivates Charlotte like he motivated New York, because that's the last thing he needs to do. Because his team is dog Shh. Yes, they're terrible.
I like that. That was a good catch.
If y'all didn't believe me before, I mean, I don't know what it's going to take, but they are the new Brooklyn, period. That defense is absolutely horrendous. Horrendous. So, yeah, LeBron, please say that DSJ is going to be better than Kimba one day or something. Just like, okay, DSJ is better than Kimba. Please say that, because I want that. But, yeah, give me Kimba at home versus Cleveland. Good luck. But I love Dame. Dame is one of my dudes. Dame is at home. Dame is against Orlando. Dame could absolutely murder this team. But like TC said, I mean, you got to pay for it. I mean, I'm willing to do it because Dame's just one of my dudes. I love that little guy. And Ricky Rubio. Let's go. Wow, Did he ever screw me? I mean, I wasn't all in or nothing, but I had him, and wow. I was looking, I was like, what are you doing, dude?
Yeah.
I just got done saying, I'm going to play you.
Yeah.
To all these folks. I hope y'all didn't listen.
Yeah.
But, oh yeah, I'm going to go back. I am not scared. I don't play DFS scared. The one thing that you will learn, especially in baseball, is a guy in a great matchup that goes out and does nothing. The next day, in a worse matchup, he goes out and hits you 2 home runs. He's gonna go for 40 tomorrow. Let's just mark it down.
Man.
Rubio's gonna go for 40 on the Knicks.
Okay, so lock in Rubio.
Man. I mean, I just don't see. He doesn't. I don't think he has enough of those guys. Like who's gonna get assists from? He can't shoot. The Duke just cannot shoot, man. He's like,
no, he can't shoot.
I would what's his price on FanDuel?
7.
He's 7.
If he gets you 40, it's really not special.
6'8".
What you want.
But wouldn't you much rather have Elf over him in that case? It's taking it. I know Elf might not play the same minutes, but you know.
Of course I would. But Rubio's gonna be 1%.
No, yeah, Rubio will be 1%. I'm not going to be that 1% playing him. I'll tell you that. I'm not going to be part of that 1%. No, man, because I was part of that 1% that played him the other day, and he ruined an awesome lineup. I had him in one lineup. That lineup ended up crushed. If I'd had anybody else but him, man, like, what did he get, a 4? He got me like a 4, man.
He got 3, bro.
3?
He got 3.
Maybe it was a 4 on DraftKings, maybe.
But no, I like Schroeder, too.
Yeah.
I like Schroeder and Elf, and I'll take some Rubio. I am not scared. I'm not scared. I don't play this game scared.
I play him scared.
I mean, I think Rubio can shoot better than Lonzo Ball.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, Lonzo Ball is not the best shooter. I'll give you that. But, you know, I think Schroeder's price on DraftKings is very, very enticing. 6.8 on DraftKings at home against Sacramento. Like, I don't know if Atlanta's good enough to blow anybody out. So Sacramento, I would think they would hang in. Even across the country, they should hang in here. And if that's the case, who's going to stop Schroeder? I mean, you know, George Hill, his minutes are inconsistent. You don't know if he's going to really play. Like, we know about his usage. I like that call. And one thing I wanted to put, Cash, you specifically, I want your opinion on this. Because obviously you're a fan of the Orlando Magic, and you know that team very well. It's not like a homer thing. I respect the fact that you know your team. I think, like, on DraftKings, the pricing in that game is just ridiculous to me. Like, Dame is under 9. He's like 8-9 on DraftKings. Elf is 6-7 on DraftKings. Nurkic is like under 7, I think. Vooch is like 7-1 or something like that. Like, the prices in that game just seem, you know, it seems like great to me. Like, is there something that, like, I'm missing or something you'd be hesitant on? I know I did talk to Paulie a little bit before the show, and like he likes the Portland side more, but he did mention that Portland's been playing at a little bit of a slower pace this year. But I wanted your thoughts overall, man. What do you think? This game should shoot out, should it not? I mean, it's not Golden State. This game should shoot out.
I mean, I was just going to say what you just said. Portland is slowing the game down this year. They're not playing at that pace they used to. But Orlando wants to run, so I don't think Portland is. They're not scared to run. And, I mean, they have Dame and CJ, so they can run with anybody, but they have been trying to slow it down for sure. But, yeah, man, if they're going to be cheap, I always love to make stacks of the late games and just be in last place. I'd be in last place at 10 o'clock. and then I just go doo 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 all night long, and then be at the top at the end of that thing.
That was up top. Yeah, I just wanted your thoughts there. Those are the guys that kind of stand out to me a little bit, like a price wise, like price efficiency wise, especially if you're going a balanced route, man. Like that's another one of those games, like I said about the Clippers and Sixers the other night, how the pricing just it was almost too good to pass up. Like the game stack just calls you, man. Like everybody is so affordable, and like it's a high total. Like you said, man, like Portland, maybe they had been slowing it down, but if the Magic come out swinging and they get ahead a little bit, they're gonna make them run. And they can run. It's not like they can't, like you said. So that's an interesting spot.
Schroeder has been so bad.
Oh yeah, he's been bad. But like that price though, I mean, the usage is there. It's just
hey man. Ricky Rubio's usage is going to be there too without Gobert.
Ricky Rubio, you guys
not scared. Not
hey
scared.
man, he put up a 41 against Brooklyn.
Put up a 41 against Brooklyn. He can't. He can't. I'm bitter. He can't.
He just doesn't. I mean. He doesn't really have huge upside at the price. Like if I'm paying $7,000, I want 40. So do I think he's going to go way over 40? No, I don't. But I just like to play guys that I know are going to be 1%. It's just what I like to do.
Yeah. No, I hear you. But like Dragic, Peyton, Schroeder, all three of those guys, I would rather take a chance on than Ricky Rubio. On DraftKings, they're around the same price. That's the only reason I compare those guys. But TC, talk to us about any value at the point guard spot. Obviously, we're waiting on the Mike Conley news, so I would imagine that would open up things for a guy like Chalmers.
Don't play Mike Conley. He's a role player.
Oh, he might not play. Well, he might not. You're right, but he might not play. TC, get us started.
Yeah, no, I definitely like Chalmers, even if Conley's in for that price for $3,600. I don't think it's the greatest of matchups, but for what he can do. I think for 3,600, you can expect, you could have a reasonable expectations for 6x, maybe 7x, even in a bad matchup. He does have, a floor of 12, so it's not a confident play, but I don't think that's a bad play at that price. Tyler Johnson, for 6, I think that's a little overpriced for him, but if he's going to get 28 to 32 minutes, I'm fine with that at home against Washington. And Jerian Grant for 5.3. I like that price. Bulls have been surprising me a lot lately and keeping a lot of games closer than I thought they would be. If it's going to stay close, if he's going to have Westbrook defense on him, I don't mind that at all. Especially now with like Portis back, he's definitely somebody that has assist upside, even if he's not scoring the ball too well. And he's fallen into some rebounds lately, so I'm not too scared of that. But I wouldn't lean on rebounds for him. But I think with the injury news, like if Adams is out, if Melo's out, if a lot of those other guys have to come in, I like the idea that he's either going to be a facilitator or be able to score, and they might be able to keep the game closer. So at 5.3, I could definitely get behind some Grant, but I would much rather go down to like Chalmers or Johnson.
Fair enough. Cash, what are your thoughts here at the value section of point guard?
Well, I think Indiana coach figured out Darren Collison just isn't that good.
He figured that out.
And Corey Joseph is playing the same minutes or more. And Corey Joseph is cheaper. So is Collison. Collison is cheap. So, I mean, you could go there. But me, I'd rather go to Joseph. He's going to get the same amount of minutes. And he's going to be against the second unit. Yeah, I really like him. The price is coming up some. I mean, Ish Smith and Corey Joseph, I play all the time because they're both going to get minutes, and they're both – look at my dude Ish. I love you, bro. Why Ish Smith is better than Reggie Jackson. I said it at the beginning of the year. I'll say it today. He should be playing more minutes than Reggie Jackson. He's a better basketball player than Reggie Jackson. But, hey, man, this guy's 4,000. He can go out and get you 30. Never can I be mad at that. And Jameer Nelson is another one. Like, he has 30-point upside, but it is definitely not as consistent as those other two. But he could pop for you, and he can go off. He can get you 35. But, I mean, Chalmers is the play if old dude is out, and he's going to be uber chalk.
Mm-hmm.
You want to play uber chalk? Go ahead. I mean, but it's not like he's bad chalk. Like, we done seen it before a couple weeks ago. He's not bad chalk. He's not like a guy that's going to go out there and do nothing. gonna go out there and put in work. So yeah, and the human bowling ball. Like if they do happen to blow out Chicago, I mean, he can just go in a ball and go to the rim and lay it up.
He's referring to Raymond Felton, for those of you who maybe haven't heard Cash's reference before. Raymond Felton is who Cash refers to as the human bowling ball. One guy that I'll choose to talk about. I like the call with Grant TC. We know Holiday's going to be out for Chicago. He's just had a baby, so he's going to be out for sure. So with that said, normally, Grant's been the guy getting the minutes. When Chris Dunn came back into the picture, we started seeing Grant's minutes get a little bit of a reduction. So now I think Dunn should step in and start, either him or Valentine, and I think it's going to be Dunn who gets the starting job.
Yep.
So what that would mean is those guys are going to they're going to rotate between shooting guard and one. So I do think Grant's minutes become a little bit more solidified again. There is concern that they're playing Oklahoma City, but like you said, they could be missing Melo. So that could be a good thing for him. We don't know. There's a lot of shots. And Paul George has just been crushing, who we'll talk about later. Paul George has just been insane. But yeah, so like he's one guy on DraftKings. Chris Dunn, I think Grant and Chris Dunn both are point guard eligible. I know we'll use this to transition to the shooting guards as well. But those are two guys that I think also are going to get a lot of attention as far as popularity because of their prices across the board. So
I got a question for y'all too.
Yeah,
y'all gonna chase that Patty Mills game?
No,
against Jeff Teague?
No, sir.
I'm not gonna chase it. No. I'm not gonna chase it. I'm not. I just can't. I can't chase it. There's other options. You guys just named a ton of options that I would rather play than Patty Mills. I just don't want to go back there. They were cheaper too. Like Ish and all these guys. Ish is getting like 19 minutes and still putting up 30. Like it's just crazy. Like what I mean?
Yeah. Just wait for that game where he gets 30 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. But
I'll have him because I have him every day.
Every day. All right, I'm going to at this time we'll transition over to shooting guards now. TC, start us off. We're going to go mid to upper tier shooting guards. What you got here?
Sure. Mid to upper, I'll mention three. DeRozan at 7,700 against New Orleans. It's on the road, but under 8,000 for DeRozan going up against a team who has been atrocious against the shooting guard. I'm fine with. He's one of those guys we've seen. It's not just a small sample size. The guy can fill it up. He knows how to score. He has good enough size that he can rebound. So I like that for him at 7.7. And then McCollum at 6.9. Been getting around 33 minutes or so. He's definitely a guy that can also score. And if this game gets out and runs, he's a guy that I don't mind either, especially for under 7K. I really think that this is a day that he should be around 7.3, 7.4. So at 6.9, I'm going to take advantage of that. And then Andrew Wiggins at 6,200. He's been playing minutes. He's been performing well as of late. I know it kind of seems like a chasing the points type of scenario, but this is the guy that I kind of expect him to be at the beginning of the year. So to me, it seems like he's finally just coming around to what I expected him to do. And I don't think the price has caught up quite yet. So needing, 31 to get you 5X. Once he gets in the 40s, you're talking almost 7X. I definitely think he's the guy that can get you 40 in this game. So at 62 with his minutes and coming into his own now, I like that play.
Okay, fair enough.
That was Mitchell?
No, that was Wiggins.
Oh.
Go ahead, Cash. What you got here?
About DeRozan, I think this is more of like a 3-rebound game for him because of the Twin Towers down there. They just gobble up. They're going to play 40 minutes apiece, so they just gobble up everything. So I don't think he's going to have the rebound upside, but New Orleans sucks. So he could go out there and score 40 real life points.
Mm-hmm.
But Middleton, oh man, he's not been so great lately. But they always pop off. But I would rather go to McCollum. Give me McCollum against that Orlando pace. And sorry, Terrence Ross. Terrence Ross is garbage. But Hardaway is the question. Hardaway against Utah at home. Nobody's going there. Can he go out there and get me what I need? I don't know. I want to know y'all's opinion.
Well, for me, my thing with Hardaway, I did play Hardaway in one lineup, one of my main lineups the other day, and I was very happy with what I saw. But like, the only reason he got there is because he played a ridiculous amount of minutes. The dude was constantly on the court. Porzingis got into foul trouble really early. We know when that Porzingis is out, he gets all the runs. So he was getting the run in the first quarter. He got run with the first unit, all him. Then they kept him in there to run the second unit. And then
Porzingis got in foul trouble.
Right. Yeah, that's what I said. So I'm saying, like, the reason he hit what he hit is because he got an extended amount of minutes and usage. He didn't just get an extended amount of minutes. He got an extended amount of minutes at that usage. And then when the game was getting out of hand, he was forced to play even more. Because, like, initially in the second half, they were kind of treating it like a blowout, and then Cleveland came back. So they had to, they were forced to keep playing him. And he played, I don't know exactly, like, how many, I'm going to look it up right now, but he played in
what, minutes?
Yes, he played 44 minutes against Cleveland.
Yeah.
40. Is he going to play 44 against Utah? He hasn't been. 24 against Sacramento, 38 against Orlando. No. So that's why I'm off of Hardaway. 64 is
36.
I don't think he's putting up another 50. I think
I don't think so either.
He needed every bit of those minutes to get there. You know what I mean?
Okay, so you think people are going to chase that even against Utah?
Yes.
I think some will.
You do?
I think, well, think of it this way. People will probably be more likely to play him against Utah than Porzingis, right? Because they're not going to want to pay up for Porzingis today. I would think that they're not going to want to pay for Porzingis. Like, if they're going to pay somebody from Utah, at least go with the cheaper option, I think would be their mentality. I could be wrong.
Yeah, the sharp people won't chase him, but I think a lot of the people who are just going to go into the game logs are going to chase it.
Look,
if that
man,
makes any sense.
Don't try to be polite, man. The donkeys are gonna chase it.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
I would rather play Mitchell or Wiggins over him.
Yeah, I would. I like Mitchell a lot. I think this is a great Mitchell spot.
I love him every day.
Yeah, and he's actually he's only $300 cheaper on DraftKings. He's 6'1" on DraftKings, and I still like. It's rough to pay that price. Like, I don't know how much I'll have of him because of that price, but like, he's the Garden, man. Like, he's a guy that likes to score in the Garden. It's typically a good scenario. The Knicks can't stop anybody anyway. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, so it seems like a better spot, like maybe a good leverage play off of Hardaway. People are gonna chase, but I don't want to chase.
I guarantee you, some Spurs are gonna sit tomorrow. You can just mark that down right now.
Yeah.
Traveling all the way to Minnesota on a back-to-back. Yeah.
That's a good point. Let me ask you about a guy, Cash. Tyreke Evans. Tyreke the Freak. Oh, come on, please, bro. Give me Tyreke. Yo, I would take, especially if Conley is out. I am taking Tyreke the Freak here, man.
No, that changes. If Conley is out, if we get the role player off the court, then maybe I could do that.
Because he's going to play point. He's going to straight play point.
Yeah, if, like, I'll just stay off.
Well, what's his price on FanDuel? Let me ask that first.
6'8".
Okay, he's 6'6" on DraftKings, so yeah. But yo, look what he's been doing, man. Like, even
I
with
know,
Conley
I understand.
Playing,
I've been watching, man. I've been watching it, and I'm like,
man, I love this dude.
Just keep doing it, man, because I'm gonna keep watching, because I'm not gonna pay that price. Just not gonna do it. But if Conley is out, for sure. I mean, you gotta like that, like.
Yeah.
Remember last time Conley was out?
Oh, I remember.
Like 35 shots.
Oh my.
Oh, I remember. I had a lot of Tyreke. I played him every chance I get, man. Last year too. Last year I would just hope that he would get minutes. He would get like 15 minutes and put up 30, man. This dude is a monster, man. He's not shy.
You know who I like?
Ooh.
I like Jeremy Lamb.
Yeah.
Against the New Brooklyn.
The New Brooklyn.
Yes, sir.
But MKG is back. Does that concern you at all? And Batum, I think. I think Batum might be playing.
Yeah,
Batum is back right now?
Yeah.
I think that he's going to play very low amount of minutes, I think, but he's expected to play at some point.
Yeah, I heard like 12 to 15
What's
minutes.
today's date? Today's the 15th already? Because I seen he was targeting the 15th.
Yeah,
that's the 15th
that's
already.
15th, man.
Okay, I ain't know it was the 15th already, but yeah, hell yeah. Please, I hope he does play. Because then I know nobody's going to play this guy.
Yeah, that's true.
And he's not going to play big minutes. Batum, well, there you is. I love Batum. He's one of my guys. Love that guy. Expected to play. You got to see. They should put it out how many minutes he's going to play. But if it's like a 10-minute thing, oh, man. Yeah.
I read somewhere that it was going to be like 12 to 15 is what they were shooting for. But I could be. I don't remember where I read it from. So don't take that like don't write that down. Like that just
Okay,
I read
good.
that.
And I hope he's starting too.
Yeah, I think
But-
for tournaments, I think Lamb is still in play just because it's Cleveland. You know he's going to, even if he only plays 20 minutes, which he's going to play more than 20, but even if he only played 20, he's going to get his shots in. Like, you know, that's the kind of guy Lamb is. Like, he's not shy with the ball, you know?
I want to stack it up.
Yeah. My only concern is, like, is that going to be, because, like, it's almost easy to plug in, like, from Cleveland, it's easy. You play LeBron. All you got to do is figure out the other team. But, like, I like the fact, like, I just feel like LeBron and Kemba will be a popular combo. So I think Lamb is a good way to pivot. So I don't know if I want Kemba and Lamb together. I don't know. Maybe you do. But you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you want to know a guy that's not easy to just plug in?
Who?
Kevin Love. Watching him play basketball just makes me want to shoot myself in the head. Because I remember the days in Minnesota where he was, without a doubt, a top 10 player, maybe a top 5 player in the league. And now, it just makes me want to put a gun in my mouth. Like, it's just terrible. Ugh. Okay, yeah, let's move on. I hate Kevin Love, you sorry ass.
Oh, all right. TC, want to talk about some value options at shooting guard?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Let's do it, brother.
Both shooting guards for Lakers, I think, are in play. KCP and Clarkson. KCP's 4.9. The minutes he's been getting at home should be a fast-paced game. Like I've said, I've wrote it in my article a few times. You know, you've always got to consider shooting guards when it's an up-paced team. You know, I don't think any of them have the highest of ceilings for me, but if I'm going to go down to this price, I wouldn't mind them. But my favorite value play is Malik Monk at 4,000 against Cleveland. Dude's a freak. He legit has like at 4K. If he had a great night, he has 10x upside. Like, Malik Monk is my favorite play. And once again, Cash has said it a few times, like, Cleveland's defense is horrible. I am not afraid to attack them with anyone, especially somebody with the athletic ability of Monk for that price. I am fine with going there for tournaments.
Okay, fair enough. Cash, what are your thoughts?
I can get down with some of that action. My thoughts are that KCP is going to be chasing around a little cockroach on the other side of the court the whole game, so he's going to get tired. And that makes me want to play a little Clarkson. The only problem is he's coming off a huge game. So people is going to go to that. Like, people that need cheap shooting guard, they're just going to click it. And he could go out and get you 15 at the same time. But KCP will be chasing around JJ Redick the whole game because JJ Redick is not going to stop. He is going to run around. He's got to be the most in-shape guy in the entire league. Etuan Moore. I think I've seen that Rondo might start over Etuan Moore tomorrow or today, whatever you want to call it. I did see that, but he was only on a 6-minute limit last game, so I wouldn't expect Rondo to play over 15. But I will say I'm excited to watch this team when Rondo comes to full strength. But, I mean, the options in Cleveland, J.R. Smith is an option, and Shump is an option with Rose out. They're just going to play big minutes. Shump did absolutely nothing last game. But, I mean, that's just what you're going to get out of this guy. I mean, he can go out and do nothing. He can go out and give you 25, 30. So, I mean, it's just a cheap play when you need salary. But I like Dwayne Bacon as well. I like Monk and Bacon because I don't like that he's up to 3-4 now because I was using him at 3, like min price. He was 3-3-1. But, I mean, he's going to get minutes. He's going to get somewhere around 20, maybe a little under, maybe a little over. But the guys that really interest me is these San Antonio guys, if we get news, and even if we don't get news, but usually Pop puts it out. He ain't scared. Most coaches are scared to let the other team know. Pop's like, here you go. This is what I got because I'm going to out-coach you. And Pop will beat you with guys off the street. That's how good of a coach he is. But, yeah, Forbes and Paul. These guys, some guys are going to sit, so I like those two guys.
Give me some Paul.
Paul. Yeah. There you go.
Forbes been getting more minutes.
Yeah. No, he has. He does. You know who didn't get him a lot of minutes tonight? Ginobili. Monroe didn't play that many minutes. I wonder if they were kind of half saving him for the back-to-back.
That could be true.
Because he was playing regular minutes for a while, and all of a sudden today he barely played. He didn't play all the first half. He played a little bit in the third.
It might have been that old dude, Australian dude, was balling.
Oh yeah, that definitely could have something to do with it. They didn't want to take him off, maybe.
Or just save Ginobili. I mean, what is he, 45?
Yeah, he's old. Something like that. He can still shoot it, though.
I thought he was like 60.
Ginobili.
60, 61.
Ginobili. TC, take us to small.
One more thing.
What you got?
If they do sit out, maybe Minnesota blows them out. You could throw in Jamal Crawford if you want to project a blowout.
Yeah.
You could do that. He's only 3,000.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
TC, take us over to small forwards, mid-range and upper tier.
Yeah, this is really, I think, where the core players are going to be at, small forward and center for most teams tomorrow. It's like normal. It's going to be, do you go Giannis or do you go James? LeBron is, 11-3. Giannis is 12-2. I think it's just whatever game you're going to stack is who I'm going to play. Giannis is just getting to the price now to where I still like to play him because, he has 70-point upside. But at the same time, like I bank on him getting 50. And at 12-2, I wouldn't want to get 50 from that. That's 4x, so I would not want that. But with LeBron at 11-3, usage out the roof, he's the only guy that does anything for the team. I don't mind that at all. But really, for me, Covington at 6'8", been playing 31 minutes on average. I think it was been inching around 35 some games. Been averaging 17 and 6. I think this is kind of like his breakout year. I talked about it a few times at the beginning, and I thought that it was just kind of a single outlier moment, a few games that he had. But I really think that this is him, and they have raised his price accordingly to 6'8". But I'm still not afraid to play him, especially against the Lakers. And then Jimmy Butler. He's been getting the minutes, and his last 2 games he's been playing well. He's been playing back like he was with the Bulls. He's hit 43 and 47 fantasy points his last 2 games. So at 7,600 against San Antonio, I don't mind that at all. Kind of like Cash said, I never really thought about it in blowout terms, but I guess if San Antonio does sit guys and it becomes a blowout, that would worry me a little bit because that price, I do think it'll take him at least 3 quarters to hit value unless he just catches fire. But I don't mind the 7,600 for him with his performances as of late, especially if this game stays close.
Yeah, I got you. I'll tell you one thing. I don't like projecting blowouts. That's one thing I just try. That's my Achilles heel in NBA DFS is like, oh, this game's gonna be a blowout, and then I stay off, and then it's not a blowout, and then Cash, what are your thoughts here over at small forward, man?
And the thing about blowouts is, unless a guy is 12,000 like Big D or something, like if it's a blowout for a reason. It's a blowout because guys are going off, so they can get you what you need in 3 quarters. Like they could play 3 quarters and get you what you need, unless they need to get you 60 or 70, which that's really hard to do in 3 quarters. But yeah, man, he could go out and get you what you need in 3 quarters. But the thing about Jimmy minutes is, he said it before the Phoenix game. I'm gonna be more aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go back to Jimmy of old, and I was like, oh yeah, well you sold me. That's all I had to hear. I was in. I'm on. Let's go. So yeah, I like it. I'm down, but give me LBJ all day. If LBJ came to play for 48 minutes in New York, he would have went for 80 plus. He decided to give the other team motivation, come out and get handed to him, and then play 12 minutes and get you what you needed. Because dude just dominated the 4th quarter and won the game by himself. He will put you on his back and he will take you to the promised land. The dude is the best player breathing. I don't care what nobody say. I think he's the greatest player to ever play basketball. There you go. Y'all want to be on Jordan's, you know what? LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan. Period. Come get at me. Fuck y'all.
Let me ask you a question.
At him, people. At him.
I like Big D.
Hold up, Cash, real quick. Before you talk about Big D, and I'm with you on Big D, but I want to ask you about LeBron. This is Michael Jordan's team, right? Like, do you think there's any added? Like, do you think LeBron cares about that? Like, is he considering that motivation? Or
you want to know? You want to know why? You want to know one of the reasons why I think LeBron James is the greatest player ever? It's because of Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was asked specifically, which probably been asked a million times, but I was watching. He said, who would you rather take, LeBron or Kobe? And this stupid ass said, Kobe, because of rings.
Me
First
too.
and foremost, Kobe didn't win. Shaq won the first 3 rings, if you want to be perfectly fucking honest. Like, y'all want to be real? Let's be real. Kobe didn't win them first 3 rings. And Kobe wasn't winning nothing without Powell either. So winning rings is a team game. You do not win rings individually. So you're trying to tell me Charles Barkley is not a great player? You trying to tell me Karl Malone is not a great player? Okay.
Charles is,
okay,
but...
let me speak. Rings is a team game. Not one person ever has won a ring by himself. You think Jordan won them rings by himself? Jordan had Pittman. Jordan had Rodman. Jordan had all kind of players around him. You do not win rings by yourself. LeBron James took his Cleveland team to the finals by himself. He went from being in the finals every year to leaving the team and it's the worst team in the freaking NBA. LeBron James will take a whole team on his back. And no, he did not win rings because you don't win rings as a single player. You win rings as a team, period. But the only reason, listen, let me finish. The only reason Jordan said he'd take Kobe is because he knew Kobe is not better than him. Kobe would never be able to pass Jordan. But he knows, he watches LeBron. He sees like, man, this dude does everything. He knows LeBron is the only guy that could ever pass him as far as people saying who's the greatest ever. So that's the reason why he said Kobe Bryant because of rings, because he want to give you some BS answer. That's BS. He knows damn well rings is won by teams, not individuals. Hey, LeBron James is a beast.
So are we just completely discounting that LeBron James is one of the worst clutch performers of all time? Like top 4 worst of all time? And Kobe is one of the best of all time? Like, and Kobe did
one of the best.
Thing. Yeah, Kobe's in the top 10 for like best clutch performers of all time. If you take how many shots, 2% of that he made in the last like 30 seconds of games. LeBron's in the bottom 4 ever of over 25 shots.
LeBron is not a great shooter.
Yeah, but you have to factor in clutchness. When Kobe left his team, were they great right after he left? No, they were not great. When Kobe left, no, they were horrible also. When Kobe
of course. Because the Lakers sucked. The Lakers sucked when Kobe was there his last couple of years. What are you trying to say? They was a good team.
That's because
you take Kobe. So you're trying to tell me if you take Kobe off the Shaq years, they're just gonna suck. Shaq was the most dominant player in the NBA at that point in time.
As they were. You could add 10 more losses to their record.
Oh wow! Oh my God! You add 2 losses to the record. Holy crap!
10, and that's an 1/8 of the season.
Yeah. Kobe is great. I would never say Kobe's not great, but Kobe ain't as good as LeBron.
I'll say one thing on it, and then I'll let
LeBron James make LeBron James makes every single teammate around him better. Kobe Bryant has never made a teammate in his life better.
That's my point. Yeah.
Never.
Yeah, like put it this way, put it this way.
Kobe never has made a teammate better in his life. Jordan made teammates better. Kobe never once did he make a teammate better.
After Shaq left, if you take Kobe off that team, they're one of the worst teams in the league. Do you got Derek Fisher out there leading the team? Fuck no. On defense, maybe. But no, like if you take Kobe when he was in his prime without Shaq off that team, that's the same thing that happened to the Heat happened to Cleveland when LeBron left. If he would have left to go somewhere else, then that's once again like he's out. And like not even just going on pure ability, it's also like a little bit of like how they go about themselves. Like he was with the same team for 20 fucking years.
What were the Lakers doing when Shaq left? They were winning? Because I don't remember them winning until Powell came. Exactly. Okay.
How many
I don't care. LeBron James is better. I don't even know. There's no argument.
He's a better one-on-one player, but as a franchise player, no, not for me.
I think it's the opposite. I actually think. TC,
what are you talking about?
Just my opinion. I think it's the opposite. I think Kobe is probably a better one-on-one player because in one-on-one, if you can shoot, you have an advantage, right? Like I think. LeBron James, all right, put it this way. Carmelo Anthony had Iman Shumpert and J.R. Smith. Did nothing with them, right? You put them same guys with LeBron, all of a sudden, they got rings. You know what I mean? Like I think there's a case. I'm not going to, Kobe is a phenomenal player, phenomenal scorer. But to me, when you want to talk in terms of making people around you better, like Kobe's way of carrying a team that's bad is by putting up 60 points a night. He could score, he could shoot,
and lose.
He does. LeBron's way is driving to the hole and keep feeding Love until he makes a three. Keep feeding JR until he makes a three. Just keep constantly driving and you know what I'm saying? Like I think he does a little bit more. That's
I'm
my
not
only
saying
piece.
that. And I'm not saying LeBron isn't great. That's not my point here. My point here is LeBron, in my opinion, is a better one-on-one player because he's a matchup nightmare. You can't put a guy on him that matches him up perfectly. There's no way. LeBron or Kobe, you can find guys to D him up. They can't slow him down, but they can D him up. LeBron, there is no small forward out there that can stop him or slow him down. If he wants to score, he'll score. That's no doubt. So that's a one-on-one player.
There's not a person alive that can stop either of them.
If it was like that, though, wouldn't he have better clutch numbers? If he could just score when he at will like that, he would have better clutch numbers. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he Kobe can score at will if he gets to the rim. But
but my point is that Kobe is a better one-on-one player because he's got exactly that. All he could do a fadeaway. You can't. If a true shooter, it's very, very hard for any defender to defend a true shooter. You know what I mean? If they, you know what I'm saying? I just think in one-on-one, the guys that can shoot have a little bit of an advantage because at a certain point, there's not much you can do if they're hitting their shot. You know.
But nobody in their prime.
Than somebody with size.
Nobody in their prime could stop Kobe, and nobody in their prime can stop LeBron. I mean, that's just great players. There's plenty of players in our league. Nobody can stop Westbrook. Nobody can stop Harden. There's plenty of players in the league that nobody can stop. Yeah. But just LeBron James, he just makes everybody better. All the way from top to bottom, just everybody is better.
And this never started off as a who's better. It was who, for me, it's who I would rather want on my team. I'd rather want the guy that's going to be there for 20 years, who is going to single-handedly win me games. And also, everyone forgets, he wasn't a horrible passer. He had decent assist numbers.
Are you trying to tell me that if you could start your franchise with LeBron or Kobe in their prime, you're going to take Kobe over LeBron?
Yes, without a doubt.
You're absolutely nuts.
Okay, hold on.
You are absolutely nuts.
Cash.
You are out of your mind.
Cash, we gotta talk about Big D first. We gotta talk about Big D. We gotta get it in. Talk to me about my man Big D.
Oh man, I love Big D, but I'll take LeBron at point guard for 40 minutes in Charlotte.
In front of Jordan? Narrative Street?
Yeah, of course.
Narrative Street?
I hope Jordan is there to watch.
You think he comes out to play?
No, but he'll be there to watch. He watches every game. Unless he got something to do.
No, I'm talking about LeBron. I'm saying, do you think there's narrative street here? Do you think he steps it up because it's Jordan's team or
what? Nah, I don't think so. He's just gonna step it up because his whole team sucks. Exactly.
He got no choice.
His whole team sucks. But nah, I mean, I love Big D. I love Big D every day. But I'd rather have LeBron today.
What about Paul George, man? He's 8-5 on DraftKings. Carmelo Anthony might not play. Paul George has put up 70 DraftKings points. The next game put up 60 DraftKings points. What's going on? He's shooting extremely well. I think he went an absurd number from 3 in his last game. For the first one, 70, that was legit. But he's made 7 threes against Dallas in his last game.
He's came to life.
Yeah, and now Melo's going to be out. That's 20 shots a game that's going to be distributed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If he's out.
If Melo is in, I don't want him in 9,000, I don't think.
Right.
But if Melo is out, yeah, you could go there for sure.
Yeah, at 8-5 on DraftKings is going to be 10.
Like TC said, Chicago's been keeping games close. Right. Chicago's been playing well, and Chicago has good defense. That's why they're kind of staying in the games because they don't got talent. But at 9,000, not if Melo is playing, but if Melo is out, yeah.
I'm with it. But who else?
Evan Fournier.
Yeah, I like that call. I like his price. What's his price? What's his price?
He's 6'3". He's been bad. Yeah. He's been bad for 3 games in a row.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's in Portland. I don't know. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. But I just don't know if he's gonna go get me 40.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. But I don't want to keep playing Covington. Covington's going to be popular against LA.
Yeah, very.
If Covington's shot is not falling, I don't know if he's going to get you what you need.
Granted, every time we've said that Covington, like even me, whenever I project him to be popular, he never has been as popular as I thought. And that's me too. Like I project him to be popular. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that he gets faded and he's 5%, but there's been games where I thought he was going to be 25, 28%, and he's been like 14 to 18.
But even after a 54 against the Clippers, and now he gets to go in the same building and play the Lakers.
Yeah, but also you got to look at who else is in this spot. Like, do you think people are going to pass up on like LeBron or Butler or somebody like that to go to him? Like, I don't think. Like, I agree. Like, he'll be
that's
owned.
Why. That's why he's been lower owned than you probably should.
Yeah, exactly.
But man, I don't know. Yeah, it depends. I mean, if there are a lot of value opens up in other positions, then maybe people will go LeBron and him, or Paul George and him, or Big D and him. But yeah, no, I feel you. Like, but damn, he's coming off a 50-point game, and now it's a way better matchup in the same building.
Tough one. What I think is interesting is Paul George. I think is going to be like that Melo news, because like Adams I think is going to be out, right? Like so if Adams is out and Melo is out, like Paul George is going. I would think, especially on DraftKings 8-5. I think he was going to be chalk. I would think he's chalk against Chicago. You know what I mean? I would just think that. I think I don't know why 8-5 with the amount of usage that he's been getting, and so like that's going to be a decision for me. I think if we get that news. Like if Melo and Adams are out, that'll be a decision that I find myself having to make, because the value on the other side is open too with Holiday gone. So like a lot of value, like you got usage value, a guy that's priced for 8-5 on DraftKings, and what is he on FanDuel?
Who?
PG.
He's 9.
9.
Well, okay. Well, that'll make you think about it. But at 8-5 on DraftKings, I think where you get bonuses for double doubles and 3 points. It's like I think he's going to be like a guy you have to make a decision on, because there's going to be value on the other side of that game too. So I think that's going to be very popular, and it's going to be a game where you got to decide, like, are you fading the chalk on that or going with it? If the news breaks out, man, maybe if if Melo plays, that could change things up. Maybe it won't be so big a deal. Maybe Melo plays, they blow him out. Who knows? But
but if Melo doesn't play, like, I expect him to go out and get you close to what he's got the last 2.
Right.
And you made a good point. Adams too. Like, Adams don't play a lot of shots, but it's just another guy off the court.
Right.
That, I mean, he gets alley-oops to him and stuff like that.
He does stuff.
But,
exactly. He does stuff. It's not like he stands around doing nothing. He gets involved. Who else you see out here?
I mean, you want me to go all the way down?
No, but this is we'll stop at the value section, kick it back to CC, and run it back.
Yeah.
So TC, take us to Value Town, as Paulie likes to say.
All right. Brandon Ingram kind of fits in the same thing as like KCP and Clarkson. With anybody that's going to get minutes in a high-paced game that can run the court, I always look into. He's 5'7" at home, so I could get behind that. But I really like Kyle Anderson at 5'2". I know they're going on the road, but he's young. He can definitely fill it up. He's athletic. He's a guy that's been getting minutes, and he can perform inside those minutes. And 5'2", I think, is not too hard to imagine him getting at least 5x. And he definitely has 7x upside. CJ Miles, he shot well today. 3,100. He's a shooter, and he's been streaky in his career. Today could have been a start to a hot stretch for him. Definitely a flyer pick. But at 3-1, I wouldn't have a problem plugging him into 1 or 2 lineups if you're making 10 or so, and hoping that shooting, keeps being streaky for him. And I am interested to hear what Cash says about Jonathan Simmons. So, because I'm kind of on the fence about him, so I want to know what you have to say there.
Okay, what's your thoughts, Cash?
I do like Kyle Anderson. Like, I really liked him today, but it's Jimmy Butler, so that makes me not like him as much. But for value, he just needs to get you 25, which, I mean, he's probably going to be somewhere around there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think he's going to go out and dud. So he's a good option, especially like for cash. I don't think he has huge upside against Jimmy. But I like Evan Turner and Jonathan Simmons. But let me talk about my favorite option first. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. It's the new Brooklyn. I expect him to be on the court. Like this might be a game where he gets over 30 minutes to try to guard LeBron. He came back, his first game back, got 27 minutes. So he's only 4-5. So if you get a guy that's playing 30 minutes, it's only 4-5 against a team that is absolutely atrocious at stopping any position. I can definitely take that. And I don't think he'll be popular unless people start talking about him. But Simmons, yeah, I like, because I just like him in this game. I like this game, period. I think that Orlando is gonna pace up like Portland. Like they're gonna run. Like this, I expect this game to be up and down. And he's been getting the minutes. And I think he's very good. But he could also go out there and get you 8 or something. But he's been playing 25, 26, 27, 24. And he's been taking it from Ross, because Ross has been getting the same. Like it's been almost a split, which it should be more for Simmons and Ross. But I like Turner too, because he's been getting the minutes, but he's just not been doing nothing with them. I mean, that's the problem. But he's like getting 30 minutes almost on a nightly basis. But he's only going out there and get you 20 fantasy points, which, I mean, that sucks. But he might pop off. Like a guy get 30 minutes, like minutes equal opportunity. So opportunity equals points if you go out there and ball. But you know what I'm saying? You feel me?
I got you.
And Dylan Brooks, I could take some of that action. Gonna be starting. Might like that defense over there. I'm not scared of that defense over there. You know what I'm saying? So I could take that. And then, well, let me see the matchup. It's gonna be Porzingis. So Thabo, I don't think Thabo starts again. Like they put Thabo back to the bench against Minnesota because they play big. They need a big guy out there. It was Jerebko that started. So I don't like Thabo as much if he's not gonna start. And what else? That's about it for me. CJ Miles, like you said, he had a good game today. And it is New Orleans. New Orleans defense is not good.
Okay. TC, you want to take us up to power forwards?
Yeah.
He did that in only 16 minutes too.
Yeah. And for a streaky guy, if that carries over, it could be even bigger if they give him 18 or 20 minutes. That was my thinking, at least.
Yeah, because Powell's going to be out again.
All right. Power forwards. Up top, we got AD. He's 11-3 going or at home against Toronto. Once again, every time for me, I know what Cash's answer is. He loves playing both together, but for me, it's picking which one I like to play. But I definitely could see this being a time where I go against what I usually say and playing in both. I love both spots here. Ben Simmons at 9.8. He's one of my favorite guys, but I can't pay that price. There's no way I can pay 9.8 for him. And hope that
you said that for 3 or 4 games in a row.
Yeah. Hey, if he's above 9.5, I'm not paying it. Because like I said it the first time I mentioned it. If he's 9 to 9.2, 9.2 is the most I'm going to pay for him. Like the most I will pay. Don't
you think, as far as a tournament play, like most people is going to think like you? They're going to be like, oh, why would I pay that? I'm just going to go up a little bit for AD, or I'm going to try to come down some. So it just lowers his ownership just for that.
Sure,
and he can go out and get you 60 in his matchup.
Yeah, no, I definitely think, but with where he's at, I don't feel as comfortable with that. I'd rather take a good amount of chalk, like an AD or somebody who I like more, that I feel more safe with. I don't think he's a bad play, but just for me, like I can't confidently say, yeah, he's going to get me 55 points. It's definitely in the cards. Like he could definitely get you 60, 65. Like he's that kind of guy and he runs the entire team. So like, I have no issue with like thinking that he can go off. It's just a confidence thing for me. Like, I'd rather eat some good chalk and then find value elsewhere than kind of go in the middle for low ownership to a guy that I'm not that certain of. But if you're playing 10 lineups, yeah, then I could definitely see putting him in like 20%, like having 20, maybe 30% exposure. I don't hate it. He's one of my favorite players this year. But for me, just 9.2 is kind of where I'm going to stop at least when that's where I'm going to stop being really excited about playing him. So like, I don't disagree with you whatsoever. But for me, like I'd rather go down to Aaron Gordon at 7.3, like 7.3 when he was up around 8.3, 8.5 for a while there, like there was a no-go for me, but he's been playing He's at 7-3. He's at Portland. I have absolutely no issue with that. If it's going to be an up-paced game, he's definitely a guy at that price that can put up a 45 at 50 spot and get you 6-7x. So I have absolutely no issue there. And then CK and I were talking and before the show, and I like Kuzma too, and I'm kind of glad that he was on that also. I think Kuzma, a 6'2", he's priced really right because that's 31 points for value. He's definitely a guy that can go get you 45. I'm not as excited about him as when he was like at 5'8", but I still like that play. I like Gordon and Kuzma more than I like Simmons at that price, at least confidence-wise. But AD is my overall favorite play in the high tier.
Cash, what are your thoughts?
This is a game where I would choose AD over Boogie, which I don't know why I'm saying that because Toronto's coach is going to play Valanciunas for 10 minutes or something like that. But Valanciunas is a big dude, but yeah, I mean, I love both of them. But I think I like AD a little more just because Ibaka is garbage. Like I told my dudes today, like the OKC general manager, I know I already got on a rant on LeBron, but the OKC general manager should cut his kneecaps off. Dude, like for real, like just turn him backwards or just torture yourself because he picked Ibaka over Harden. He did that. He physically did that. He picked Ibaka over Harden, so you get everything you deserve. Just imagine Russ, Harden, and KD on the team together. They would have been Golden State before Golden State existed. But yeah, he chose Ibaka, which grows on trees. Even when Ibaka was good, they grow on trees. Harden's, they don't grow on trees. But yeah, I like Porzingis just for ownership. Like he's not going to be owned, I don't think, against Utah. And I like Simmons for ownership because I don't think he's going to be owned. LA, I'm good. I'm definitely not going to chase that magician because you're going to disappear on me. That's what you do. Aaron Gordon, yeah, man. Nobody on Portland can stop him if he gets hot. Like if he goes to work, if he's aggressive, if he's going to the rim, nobody on Portland can't handle him at the power forward position. Kuzma, I mean, y'all both like him. I mean, I just don't know if he could get me to 40 that I would like.
Yeah,
but it is a good matchup. Like it's Saric, so he can, but I don't love it. But it's a good option. But Derek Favors, he's gonna play center, so he's gonna get Cantor defense. So at 6,000, I don't like it as much as I did when I got him for cheaper, but he's all right.
Yeah, on DraftKings, he's priced even better. Favors is still underpriced. He's 5'6" on DraftKings. And like you said, he's their center and cancer defense, so I think that's fine too. Well, matter of fact, TC, take us to Value Town and talk about guys like Julius Randle, etc.
Yeah, Julius Randle for that price. I would rather play him over Kuzma for price if I knew how he was going to be used. But like that question mark is, yeah, exactly. Like it's too big of a question mark for me. Like GPP wise, I think he's fine if you're going to make a decent amount of lineups and you can hope that he gets 20, 25 minutes. Like it's fine. Cash wise, no way. Just because you don't know if he's going to get 12 minutes, 15 minutes, or 25 minutes. But I do like him. But more than him, I like Jeremy Grant, especially if Melo's going to be out. I really think he will be. He was no contact in practice today, still having back issues. So at 4.7, hopefully he can take over a few of those shots that Melo's going to leave behind. So I like that there at 4.7. And then Saric, I even like him at 4.5. If he's going to get me 32 to 35 minutes in that range at 4.5, he needs 22 points to get me value. He's definitely a guy that I'm not scared of, thinking that he can get me up to high 20s, maybe even low 30s if he has a good game. That's more of a tournament play, but I don't mind that at all. If the minutes are going to be there, which they have been for most games this year, I do not hate him at all. And then Frank Kaminsky at 4,000. He hasn't been playing the greatest as of late, but he's one of those guys that, like, at any point in time, he can heat up from behind the arc. Definitely a risky play. He can go out and get you 12, 15 points total. Excuse me. But he's also the guy that can bust out and get you 35 points. So, like, he's definitely one of those flyer plays based on recent performances. but at 4,000, I'd be willing to throw him in some lineups.
Okay. You know who we didn't talk about? We didn't talk about Bobby Portis.
I was just about to talk about him.
Yeah? Okay.
Let's hear it. You don't like him, TC?
No, I don't like Bobby.
I want to hear. I mean, you have to consider him.
How can you not?
No, I don't like him as a player, not as DFS. Yes, but like as a player, I don't.
It goes back to the value situation. Paul, there's too many guys of value here. So talk to me about Portis. First of all, let's talk about the situation. So we got injuries here. Obviously, I think Markkanen. Is he still out? I think he might be still out.
He's questionable. I haven't read anything.
So if he's out, Portis is going to get the minutes. I mean. So let's hear it, Cash. What do you think?
Please, Markkanen play. If Markkanen doesn't play, then it becomes chalk. I don't want Portis chalk. I want Portis low on. That's what I want. But I don't know how TC can't like the best player on his favorite team.
But, you know how hard it is to root for the Bulls, man. Like I hate I'm always to lose. Like let us get in the lottery, man. Like really high up.
But nah, at 5'3", if he goes out and gets you what he's like those minutes, if he gets you somewhere around 25 to 30, I mean, he could have one of those 36 and 40-point games, not that 24 against San Antonio, because Russ is going to move. Like, they're going to move the ball up and down the court, so just more rebound opportunities and just nobody. Like, there's no Melo. Like, who's going to guard Bobby Portis? And Melo couldn't guard him anyways. No. Like, who's going to guard Bobby Portis? There's not going to be no Adams if he misses. And, yeah, man, I'm cool. Like, I know what I'm going to get out of that. Like, I don't know with Mr. Walton. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if Julius Randle is going to go out and get 20 minutes. I mean, he's just a big point per minute guy. So he's worth the price. But it could be 16 minutes. It could be 18 minutes. It could be 25 minutes. Who knows? But he's definitely a tournament option every single day.
Let me ask you about a
guy. Is beyond me.
Let me ask you about a guy that I think I like tomorrow a lot. John Collins.
I do, if he can stay out of foul trouble, which he should be able to in Sacramento. Like, dude comes in and gets 3 fouls in 2 minutes. Like, he's becoming the new Chris. Out of Phoenix. Yeah, man. Like, the dude just comes in and gets 3 fouls in 2 minutes and just goes to the bench. Yeah. He's been doing that lately. Like, but this is a game where he shouldn't be in there versus Zebo. So if he got to guard Zebo, yeah, that's a foul situation. But I don't think he's going to be guarding Zebo much. Zebo don't play huge minutes. But Zebo was balling for me last game at the beginning of the game, and then he fell off. But Zebo is always an option for me personally because nobody wants to play him. And he can go get me 30, 35 at $5,000. But Jeremy Grant, he becomes chalk if Melo is out.
Mm-hmm.
And he's only 4'7", so that's some good chalk. But he if I remember correctly, he was chalk. He was pretty chalky versus the Clippers and went out there and got you 11.
Yes, I had him. Yes, he did.
But yeah, he's a good option. But if he becomes uber chalk, I'll stay away. It's a guy that I've been playing all year, but I've been playing him as a backup when nobody else plays him.
Mm-hmm.
Good God, I like. Oh man, Frank Kaminsky, I like you, man. I like you, Frankie. Oh yeah, I think I want some Frank. Ew, yeah, he's okay. Whatever, he's okay. What else? Oh, what about your boy, Michael Beasley?
Hey, did you see Cam in the chat? I told him, like, I wish he would have read the article because I told him, like, he has legit 0 point, like, floor. And then he put that screenshot in there, and I was like, hey, like, I told everyone that he has the floor of 0, and he hit his floor. Like, he hit his floor.
Yeah, and so did Cam.
Good old
yeah,
they gotta be more responsible when with guys like Cam, man. You gotta keep in mind, man. That was the rest of his lineup smashed. I felt so bad. Like, the rest of his lineup, I mean, when he put him in there, my first thought was, what the like why? And then I felt so bad for him. But anyway,
I got a good option right here. Jonas Jerebko, if he's gonna start again. The news should be out. It will be out because it's the first game, so maybe it becomes very popular. But he's only 3-2. Yeah, I mean he can pay that price off, no problem.
Let's move it on over to centers, TC, and then we will take this home because we're already well over the hour mark. Let's go.
Okay. I'll just mention a few, so then the favorite part of the show for me, Cash, can take it home with all the centers.
Oh, we got to take it home.
Yeah. Boogie up top at 11-9. Like I said earlier, it just comes down to who you want to play. I like AD. He was my favorite power forward, so I'm going to have him. Sound like Cash was the same way, but I don't dislike Boogie at all. Embiid's kind of the same as Ben Simmons, a little expensive, but he's a usage guy. I think he could definitely pay off that value, but I won't see myself there. This one is, everyone watch Cash on the screen. Make sure this isn't zoomed into me.
Oh, my God, don't do it.
Dude, after a bad game, you got to think the ownership is going to be 0 for Kevin Love. And at 7-2, like, don't get me wrong, like, he's not a guy to lock in. But after that, I can't curse. So after that bad performance that he put up,
now you
like,
guys
you got
can't curse.
yeah. Hey, I wasn't heated this time. I wasn't all fired up. But after that last game, like, you got to think, like, ownership's going to be down. He is a guy that if he plays well, he can well exceed the 7-2. Like 36 would be 5x. Like, he's definitely a guy that can get you into the 40s. Don't love it, but I don't dislike it either. And Dwight Howard at 7-7 against Cleveland, like, I think he can at least get rebounds for you. He's a guy that against this team, I think he could get you 17 to 19 rebounds, and if he gets you 12 to 15 points to go along with it, then you'll be overvalued. So I like that spot there for him. So now, and Dakari Johnson if Adams is out, which is doubtful at 3-6. But I'll let you take it home now. This is my favorite part.
All right, Cash, you ready for the rundown? Give us the quick rundown of the centers, my man. Don't stop. Go through them all. Let's go.
Boogie, I love the matchup. I just don't think I'm going to be able to get there. He's kind of expensive. Embiid, I wish I knew you was going to play 35 minutes again. He played 35 minutes last game. Dude can go for 70 here. But I don't know. I'm not going to go there. I don't think I'm going to go to that price. Cat, again, can eat that. Drummond against Milwaukee, thin maker, good luck. What's the other? Henson, yeah, good luck. Whiteside, I hate you. Nurkic, I'm cool. I'm cool with Nurkic against Vooch. Miles Turner, nah, bruh. Vucevic, I'm cool against Nurk. Howard, I don't know, man. If I like him, but if Kevin Love is hot, he won't be playing because he cannot get out there to guard Kevin Love. But is Kevin Love going to be hot? Oh, who knows? Good luck with that. Marc Gasol, yeah, I think he can bully Turner. Enes Kanter, not feeling it. Not at $7,000. Pau Gasol, don't think you're playing today. Brook Lopez, who the hell knows the minutes? You hope Brook Lopez plays because it's Embiid. The caveman, Geico, oh yeah. If Adams isn't there, oh yeah. He can grab a bunch of boards. Dedmon, you suck. Valanciunas, you play 10 minutes. Gortat, oh God, I think I want some Gortat today against Whiteside.
Yes,
he's gonna go out and get 14 though, but I do like him. He's gonna have to play big minutes. If Whiteside's gonna play big minutes, Willie Cauley-Stein, you suck. Great matchup though. Al Jefferson, nah. O'Quinn, love you. Don't play. Holmes, Embiid is there. Oh, yeah, blah, blah, blah. I don't even mention those guys' names. Maurice Space, Mr. Mole on the back of his head. Nah, you don't play no minutes. Brandon Wright, he's a flyer. Nog, if Valanciunas gets in foul trouble, he's going to play minutes. He's only 3-2. That is an option. Udo, you ain't done nothing since he went out. Boban, you big, ugly galoof. I wish you could get on the court. Man, I wish I could have a Boban game where he goes for 50. But he's not going to get on the court, and ain't no other option down here viable.
Fair enough. The center rundown from Cash. Love it.
Look at those ears on that guy. Oh my God, his ears are like the size of my hand.
Oh, that's gonna do it. For those that maybe don't know, Big D, of course, is Giannis. So I know it's a little too late, but Big D is Giannis. And if you don't know that by now, you've been missing out because you haven't been listening to us then. Because if you listen to us, you know. He's swinging. So real quick, TC, any closing thoughts on the slate?
Look at those ears. Oh my God.
Is he talking to me over there? Talking to me?
He's not talking about you, no. He's talking about
Look
at those ears. Oh my
God. No, from me, it's just wait to, like, make sure you buy your computer to make sure the super value doesn't open up. There's a few guys we're waiting on, and then figure out who you want to build around.
He looks like the guy from Star Trek. The pointy ears. I don't even know that guy's name. Oh my God.
That's it for me. That's it.
All right, Cash. Any closing thoughts besides Boban Star Trek ears?
Boban. That's all. That's my final words. Look at those ears on you. His fingers are like my arms. This dude is a freak.
Oh man, you guys are up to an incredible start to tomorrow's slate. Let me tell you. What I think, man, as of right now, I'm probably going to try to go balance. There's a lot of value. Make your decision on the Paul George situation. Pay attention to the news. We got some news. You know, we had some peaceful slates that's gone. Today's slate, this slate's going to be different. So think about the guys. Like, value isn't always a dollar amount. Value is also if there's an increase in usage and not an increase in the price. That's considered value. So you know, you got to make those decisions. Paul George, if Melo's out and Adams is out, on the other side with Holiday out, you got guys like Dunn and Grant and Valentine. These guys are going to play a ton of minutes. So there's a lot of things to consider. We'll be having a Y stream. Galzab, Johnny the Greek, who won 150 grand on football 2 weeks ago, is going to be on the Y stream tomorrow, and I think Paulie D. So we should have some fun there. And
here you go.
What's up?
Go ahead, finish. I got something to say after.
And then, of course, don't miss CashinDFS's GPP article and TC's Cash Game article for the Wise Take Nation Premium members only. What you got, Cash?
Kimba, JR, Shump, Lamb, LeBron, MKG, Love, Dwight, Frank the Tank, Crowder, all of that. There's so many options there. That's cheap, expensive. Stack that game.
There you go. Closing thoughts. That's his game. I'm going to take a big look at this Portland-Orlando game, but I'm with you on that one, too.
Stack that game as well.
That's a big one. If you're watching on YouTube, guys, click that thumbs up. If those of you that are watching live, since we did it live, you're all in there. There's no reason that we shouldn't have all those likes by the time the show is over. So go over there, like it. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. If you're listening on Podbean and iTunes and the audio-only versions, then give us some 5-star reviews on iTunes. We need that. So do me a favor, guys. Those of you guys watching live, do us a favor. Find us on Podbean, iTunes, and give us 5-star reviews, because those actually help, and people aren't doing it, and we need those. So also, give us your comments. I want to know your thoughts on that little debate TC and Cash had with Kobe or LeBron. If you got one guy to bring in your team, who's the guy you want? I want to know. Yes. Comment below.
Well, first of all, if you pick Kobe, you don't want to win because
time out. LeBron is definitely the better player, but the better guy that I want on my team is a guy that's going to be there for a long time with my team. I do not want a guy that's going to be there for 2 years and leave.
Well, here's the debate. Are we talking about character or are we talking about actual NBA skill? Like, are we talking about the character of a guy? Because it's like, you know, I
don't think the skill is that far off from each other. Like, they're different skill, but if you take their overall ability, I don't think it's that much different. So I would rather have the guy, if it's close skill-wise, I'd rather have the guy that's going to be with my team for his entire career.
You're not basing it off of how long they're going to be there. They're going to be there.
That was your question. Your question was, who could you pick on your team? And we have the information now that LeBron will jump. No, that's not what you said. You just said, who would you pick? You just said, who would you pick? That's just all you said.
God, are you kidding me?
Don't change this question up and make me look like an asshole now.
For CashinDFS,
you get them the same amount of years.
And the entire Wise Take Nation, as always, good luck.
Yes.